make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Beyonce gives the Warriors owner's wife the major side eye. And Tupac wrote a letter from jail to Madonna back in '95, and that letter's going up for auction. Plus, close-up pictures of Yeezy Scuba Boots just dropped. Let's talk hip-hop. Yo, Beyonce is like, will this bitch shut up? Yo, this is funny as hell, right? Because for real, it looks like she's just like happy to like be sitting next to like Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? So this is Nicole Curran, right? And she's like a model, and she's also the wife of Joe LaCobb, who's the owner of the Warriors, right? And this is funny as hell because like Nicole Curran, she's been at a few games, right? Sitting on the sideline. You know, her husband is always there. He be having like a shirt on and then like another shirt over it. Like just looking like very geeky. Looking exactly how he should look, right? She was dressed up and like she looks pretty good, especially for her age because like she's in her like mid-50s or whatever, right? Just so happy to be sitting next to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce are like black royalty. Like if black people ever have like a king and queen, at least here in the United States, it would be Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And so for once, right, Drake didn't show up to the games, right? And the Warriors still lose at home, even though Steph Curry got 47 points, they still lost, right? But Jay-Z and Beyonce were there. They were sitting on the side of the Warriors, so they're going for Golden State. They ain't fucking with the Raptors. But the wife of the Warriors owner was just like talking their ear off the whole time, yo. And Jay-Z was talking with her, like, oh yeah, bop, bop, bop. Jay-Z was laughing and everything. Everything was, Jay-Z was having a good ass time. And Beyonce was like, if this hoe don't shut the fuck up, like talk to your husband, right? Because next to her husband was on the other side of her, but she was like more interested in talking to Jay-Z and Beyonce. I mean, but who wouldn't though, right? I mean, it's Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is funny as fuck, right? So, you know, the internet, you know, they don't have no chill button for even a second, right? So like right after the game started, you know, the memes started popping up like crazy. This is funny as fuck, right? Because Jay-Z, look, just like Beyonce had the stale face when Jay-Z was all chatting it up with Nicole Curran, when fucking Beyonce was chatting it up with Mysterio, you see Jay-Z is like, no, this bitch ain't talking to Mysterio right now, right? Funny as hell, right? Jake Gyllenhaal there just chatting it up, pop, 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 all this and that, whatever. Jay-Z looking like, if these motherfuckers don't shut the fuck up. The thing is that Jay-Z might have to call Spider-Man if you want to fuck with Mysterio, you feel me? So I don't know if you really want to do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's all funny, you know what I'm saying? You know, obviously, you know, Jay-Z probably didn't give a fuck that, you know, Beyonce was talking to Jake Gyllenhaal, but it did look like Beyonce was getting kind of annoyed that Shorty kept talking to them. Maybe she ain't think like, oh, she was flirting with Jay-Z, but she definitely kept on talking and talking, and it looked like Beyonce just kind of wanted to like enjoy the game or whatever. It was funny as hell, right? And Beyonce is not good. Beyonce cannot play poker at all, right? She's not good at having no game face. She's not good at holding it in. If Beyonce got an issue, you gonna be able to read that shit all over her face, and it's just super funny. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. So, you know, back in the day, right, like over 20 years ago, right, like 25 years ago almost, right, when Tupac was alive, right, he used to mess with Madonna, right, which is cool, right? So Tupac, Madonna was bad back in the day, right, whatever, right? She was a little pop singer, she fucking with a rapper. That would be like kind of like the equivalent of like, let's say, I don't know, like a gangster ass rapper. That would be like maybe like a Kendrick Lamar, like dating Lady Gaga, something like that, right? And I don't want to compare Tupac to Kendrick Lamar because whatever, right? But anyway, just so that y'all can kind of get it, right? So Tupac gets arrested after he got shot, in the Quad Studios, right? So Tupac gets shot 5 times in New York in the studio, right? And Tupac was actually really cool with Biggie, right? And he was going to go up to the studio to see Biggie. And then in the lobby of the building that Biggie was about to come up in the studio, Little C's was coming down in the elevator to get Tupac and have him come up to the studio. When the elevator doors open, Little C's sees Tupac being robbed, and then Tupac is shot 5 times. So Little C sees the whole thing, right? The cops come, they even shoot Tupac in the head. So they was trying to kill Tupac, right? But Tupac didn't die, right? But Tupac thought that Biggie is the one who set up this whole thing, because Tupac, the last people that he saw was C's opening the elevator door. And not only that, but Tupac was there to see Biggie, and the only person that knew that Tupac was even there in the building waiting for Biggie was Biggie. So, Tupac probably thought that Biggie sent some niggas to rob him, right? So Biggie goes to the hospital in New York, even though he's from California, and then Biggie gets arrested by the NYPD. So Tupac is shot and then arrested as soon as he leaves the hospital for whatever reason and is locked up in New York, right? During that time, he sends a letter to Madonna, his girl, because he's dating Madonna, right? So he sends a letter to Madonna. And it's basically, the letter's 3 pages long or 2.5 pages long, and the basic gist of it, because some paragraphs are completely blotted out, and I don't know why or what he was saying, but I cannot find at all through going to the library, nothing. I cannot find the full letter without some of the paragraphs blotted out, right? But anyway, right? So the basic gist of the letter is basically Tupac breaking up with the Madonna, basically saying it's time for war, right? And when I get out this motherfucker, I'm about to go hard, basically, right? And my image and my gangster cannot be with some white girl, you know what I'm saying? And that's not gangster, basically. That's not hip hop, basically, right? And he was saying that he still loves her and everything like that, but they can't be together, right? And then he also said something please do not trust everybody. Take the fact that I got shot, take my 5 bullets as an example. Please keep, he basically was giving her advice and giving her love and telling her I love you, but I can't be with you, right? And then the very last paragraph, he's P.S., I don't know if you could find it in your heart to come visit me, but if you can come visit me, please do, because I want to have this conversation face to face, right? So basically what happened is this letter, Tupac wrote to her back in 1995, and on the top of the letter, it says June 15th, 1995, 9:30 a.m., right? So you know exactly what time, what day, when he wrote it, and where he was at, right? So somehow this letter got into the hands of a company, and that company is putting it up for auction, right? And they're trying to sell the letter. Now, of course, Madonna doesn't want the letter to be sold and doesn't want the letter to be out there. The letter will probably end up in some hip hop museum somewhere, right? And Madonna is hell no, I don't want the letter to be auctioned off because it's something personal to her. But, Madonna back in 2004, maybe she wasn't thinking, maybe she was in a different headspace or whatever the case may be. 2004, that was 15 years ago, but Madonna signed something releasing the letter to the general public. So since she signed that release, when she went to court to actually put a lawsuit against the people that were trying to put the letter up for auction, the judge just threw it out. So the letter is about to be auctioned and sold within the next couple weeks. And, we'll see how much it goes for. But this is crazy. This is a piece of history. This is a piece of hip hop. This letter is dope because whoever gets it will be able to read the whole thing. So maybe after it's sold, I'll be able to get my hands on the whole entire letter. But, we'll see what happens. But Madonna ain't happy. How much would you pay for the letter? Alright, so Kanye, right, you know, these like, alright, so they're called Yeezy Scuba Boots, right? And these things look just like what they're called. I mean, they look like scuba boots. They look like they're made out of the material of the scuba boots. You know, they're kind of like grayish, bluish a little bit. You see like the stitching on the side of it. So nowhere, I mean, it's very like muted and very minimalist, right? And nowhere at all on the shoe does it say Yeezy, does it say Kanye, does it have a Y, does it say Adidas? I mean, nothing, right? But these are the Adidas sneakers. So like a couple weeks ago, you know, everybody saw Kanye West, you know, had these on, and people were thinking like, what the fuck are these, right? But they're the new Yeezy Scuba Boots, right? And I guess they're cool. They kind of look like Beyonce's with Beyonce's. They kind of look like Balenciaga's with no sole. And Lord knows how much they're gonna be. They look dope. I think maybe they would look better like in a different color. Like maybe if they were all white, they would look fire. Or maybe if they were all black, they would look fire. Or maybe like all red. And the person that kind of had these on and were modeling them, they had on like some like wide-legged pants, and I don't think they look good with wide-leg pants at all. I think it would be dope to wear these with like some skinnies, so that at least towards the ankle, as it's being tapered, you have the boot that's keeping that same kind of consistency and being tapered too, right? So let's say you have on all black ones and you have on some black skinny jeans, then it would just kind of look like your jeans go into your shoe. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? Which would kind of be dope, especially if you have on like a black shirt or something, or whatever, right? I don't know, right? So I'm saying that these look aight, but Lord knows how much they're gonna cost, but they're dope, right? So, but you know, I just showed y'all one image, but like there were so many different close-ups and like, you know, 360, like, you know, pictures and pictures of the sole and everything that I got. So, you know, like check out the pictures. Like, what do y'all think about these, right? So some of the Yeezys that Kanye comes out with are kind of ugly, right? Some of the Yeezys are okay, right? I would say like these are okay. It's definitely not a traditional sneaker. I don't see nobody playing basketball in them, but if I'm telling you, if they come out with the right colors, these shits might not be so bad. Would you wear them? Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow me at Jonny Fastlane. That's Jonny Fastlane on Instagram and Twitter. And y'all already know what to do. Peace.